joined by head coach Marybeth Freeman after the Lions' 4-1 win over Brown. Coach, you guys got off to a great start. Talk about what you were trying to do in the early stages of this game.
Well, we did have some goals for the game. One of those goals being that we wanted to set the tempo for the game from the start. I think we did that. There was a little bit of shift with Brown coming out. Pretty challenging in that first 5 minutes there, but I think once we got into our rhythm and our play, we were able to focus on the goals that we had at hand from this game. So it was the tempo was a big piece for us, and I'm happy to say that over the course of that 65 minutes that we did play our tempo style of hockey.
2 goals from Liz Malone and Katie Rooster-Holtz. Talk about their play this season so far. They seem to have a good connection in the early stage of the season.
They do, and all of the combinations of our forwards up front are doing a wonderful job in meshing well together. It is something that we worked on this past week with our forward movement and our shapes and making sure that we have support and balance in the circle. Brown did a good job of putting numbers into the circle, so it made us really focus on our positioning, our initial positioning, and getting into those spaces, creating our own space and providing us opportunity to get shots on goal. So having 24 shots on goal is the most that we've had this season, so that was another good victory for us as far as the outcome is concerned. But those two did a great job, and I'm really happy that in our 4 goals we also had 4 assists. So it really complements the goals with being able to have that team attack versus just the goal scorer. So assists to me are A+.
First home game. Talk about the emotions for the team, coming out tonight.
It was great. It was great. We talked about, we're very open with our emotions as far as the season's concerned. We knew it was going to be a good game for us, an emotional game, our first home game. So we talked about channeling that energy in a positive way. We had a great fan base here tonight, had some local schools come out, and so I think the energy at Baker Field, and especially the hockey complex here, was spot on from the get-go, and it made a really welcoming environment for us to do what we wanted to do, which was get the win tonight.
Quick turnaround with Richmond coming in on Sunday. Just talk a little bit about that matchup.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll evaluate today. Well, tonight we'll evaluate today, and tomorrow we'll regroup and focus on Richmond. We know they're going to be a tough team. They've had some really tough games, some overtime games as well, so they're in it, but so are we, and I think both teams will be looking for a challenge, and like I mentioned before, we're looking to put everything in place, put all the pieces together, and have one of our best showings of the season.
Great. Thanks, Coach.